because I'm in a wheelchair, because I speak the way I do, because I'm paralysed on my left-hand side, because I've got dodgy vision, because I'm deaf in my left ear, all of those things mean that people leap to a conclusion before I've even opened my mouth.
In November 1999, Max Burt was driving home when his car was hit by a fire engine responding to an emergency call. The accident left him severely disabled. His motor functions and speech were affected. He was paralysed down his left side. He can move his legs but has no balance and so uses a wheelchair permanently. Before the accident, Max was a highly successful figure in the advertising industry. Amongst his achievements, rather ironically, he co-created the It's Good to Talk campaign for BT.
Did you ever listen to a woman on the phone?
That dress you were looking for, did you find one with the neck you wanted? Square, wasn't it? Not too low?
Don't be daft. It's for not whistles.
It's kinder, isn't it? And you don't have to rack up your phone bill to do it. It's good to talk.
A lot of marketing tends to be about putting people into groups. And now all of a sudden, I've been put into a group of people called, quote unquote, the disabled. Now this is an arbitrary group. I mean, what does a blind person, for example, have in common with a wheelchair user? Petitioner
In June 2009, through his recently founded charity, Diversability, Max initiated the Everything is Possible in Life cycle. This took the form of a 600-mile cycle journey from Aberdeen to London on a recumbent trike, especially adapted for Max. Despite the focus not being on media coverage, the event still had a real impact in changing perceptions amongst the public, in creating a more positive image of people with disabilities. This first EPLC event marked the beginning of a long-term media awareness campaign to highlight the ability in disability, to encourage people to reflect and question how they perceive and appreciate disabled people as valued members of society.
My aim was to use some of the media skills that I've acquired over the years to help educate people into a more inclusive way of dealing with people with disabilities. And let's face it, 1 in 3 of us now has direct experience of a person with a disability.
Max is now in training for EPLC's second journey in July 2010. Once again, he will cycle his trike from Aberdeen to London, this time joined along the way by local individuals, which will encourage more regional media interest. With greater media support, the campaign's second event will consolidate EPLC as an important voice in promoting greater inclusion of disabled people in today's society.
What I'm aiming to do here goes hand in hand with the efforts that the government is taking to mainstream disability. I want this to be an educative journey, a journey to educate people into the reality of the fact that people with disabilities taken together as a whole are everyday, three-dimensional characters